£54. 300 for Bathgate Jim, 56 for Mark, 6 bells, 4 for Susie Q, and Mad Hatter. Another £4. I need to for Emma. It's because Emma was talking to the man. Did you say she was talking for 3 hours? That's a long conversation there. Well done. Right, cold numbers. The numbers that we've seen the least amount of times over the last 300 spins. Number 31. Not seen that for 87 spins. Not too cold. Number 4 down here in the first dozen. 130 spins. Big jump there. Number 15 is the third cold number. Last saw that 135 spins ago. Not being seen for 139 spins is number 10. There we go. And then a massive jump to the coldest number is number 32. 262 spins. Right, let's have a quick look down here. Lots going on. Look at this. Now, if we get our chips and put them in column A, for example, there we go. We have covered those 12 numbers, not to be confused with the dozens. The dozens are in blocks like this, okay? Those 12, second 12 and third set of 12 numbers. The columns A, B and C do the 12 numbers that you can see on the horizontal. So you'll be covering 3 cold numbers and 2 hot numbers down there as well. What else can we do? Well, we can do, let's have a look at this. We can put our chips down there and cover numbers 10, 11, 12. That's called a street. That'll get you an 11 to 1 return. And don't forget you're recovering a cold number and a hot number at the same time. Just a couple of examples. You do whatever you feel fit though. Number 29, hot number. Even hotter. Even twice as well, look, twice in the last 7 spins down there. Well done to these people. Let's have a quick look. Zengana, 126. Papa Smurf, 180. Colonel Jaff, 288. 9 for Susie Q. Lecat, 8, £360. And Kismet, 7 on £18. Well done. See, that's how easy it is. Simply go to jackpot247.com or download the free app if you're using one of your other devices. Make sure you click on Join Now and then fill in our online registration form. Once you've done that, provided you tick our terms and conditions at the bottom, which means you've read everything and you're happy, we will open your account. All right, that'll be it, your free account. No standing orders, no direct debits, no buy now, pay later, nothing like that at all. That is yours. That is your account online for free. All right? If you then want to opt into the bonuses, there's a little box above it. Tick that, and there are all kinds of bonuses that we have in store. They change most nights. Some of them we have every night. All right, but we do change a few each night just to vary it, just spice things up a bit. All right. Now this will be the very last spin for me tonight. Once I've gone, doesn't matter. You can carry on playing. Remember, we are here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, streaming all the time. All right. So once I've gone and you want to carry on playing, maybe you just got in and go, do you know what? I'm on a lucky streak. Keep playing, keep winning. Remember, over £30 million has been won so far, and we're only on the 16th of February. See you after the spin. Green 0, look at that. What a great way to finish the night. Twice now for me in the last 45 minutes. Well done. Pablo's is on £108. Papa Smurf, 144. Late night for me is on 15. Mad Hatter and Kismet, you're all winners. Well done indeed. That's it from me tonight. Remember, you can carry on playing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The gorgeous Carrie will be with you tomorrow from midnight all the way through till 3 o'clock in the morning, and I am back, well, I'm back next Monday. Next Monday, you get me then. See you then, have a great night, see you in a few days. Take care.
Holy Lord! low-budget special effects. Look!
It's the Winter Blues.
We must use our superpowers to defeat him.
We need to be bigger.
Hold it right there. Your attention, folks. We came here to fulfill your hopes. But you better watch out. It might get ugly, because you, my friend, are beginning to bug out.
Are we going to get back to normal size?
Let's not be too hasty.
Saturday Night Takeaway. Saturday at 7, live on ITV.
There's UEFA Champions League action tonight. We're in the French capital as Paris Saint-Germain face Chelsea at 7:30 live for your Tuesday evening here on ITV. And catch up with all the UEFA highlights now with Champions League Weekly.
This programme is sponsored by Heineken and Gazprom, UEFA Champions League sponsors.
This week, we look ahead to the round of 16 and a mouth-watering clash between PSG and Chelsea. Aiming to sew up a place in the quarter-finals, FC Basel and Porto meet for the first time. And we're with FC Bayern, a club with a strong identity and grand ambitions.
Last season in London, our Champions League dream was crushed.
Written off after defeat in Paris, we always knew it wasn't over.
Another year, another quarter-final exit.
Victory on away goals. Euphoria.
Now we're drawn together again, a chance for revenge.
A chance to prove we're still on top.
Paris,
London.
Laurent Blanc.
Jose Mourinho.
Paris Saint-Germain,
Chelsea.
For Paris Saint-Germain, defeat in West London last season marked a second consecutive UEFA Champions League elimination at the quarter-final stage on the away goals rule.
When you want to compete with the best, you need to learn. That can take time, and unfortunately some people are very impatient in that regard. But we have to use those games to our advantage. People often say that failures give you the opportunity to bounce back. And it was a failure for us not to qualify, because there wasn't much of a difference between Chelsea and PSG in terms of quality.
Last year we were eliminated because of small details. The same happened against Barcelona 2 years ago. I believe that to continue in this competition, we need to take an extra step in terms of our concentration, an extra step in our quality, and improve our efficiency as a team.
Maxwell is a regular starter at PSG, a UEFA Champions League winner with Barcelona in 2011, and left back under Jose Mourinho at Internazionale for one season. The Brazilian arrived in Paris in 2012. Since then, his side have won 10 of their 13 European home ties, losing none.
The pitch is in perfect condition, which helps us a lot with our style of play. The fans participate more in the Champions League matches. We can really feel that vibration when we're on the pitch. We have been very efficient, but nothing that we have done so far is a guarantee for what we will do in the next match.
Unbeaten at home this season, it was at the Parc des Princes that PSG secured qualification from Group F after only 4 games. Their campaign began with a draw at Ajax, but it was at home against Barcelona that they really found their form.
I think that it definitely boosted our group stage campaign, especially because we were not doing too well in the domestic league. I would say that that game against Barcelona at home was a crucial element in our qualification for the round of 16.
Into the knockout phase for the third straight season, PSG must now face one of Europe's form teams. Chelsea are clear at the top of the English Premier League and playing with a new flamboyance. It's a meeting of two clubs with eyes firmly on the major prize.
The noose is tightening. The big clubs are more and more important. The coaches get better and better. The players are more and more talented. So things are getting increasingly difficult. You need to show some creativity, some discipline, and also hold your nerve. It's now up to us to go out there and implement all of these things.
To progress, Blanc must outwit his illustrious counterpart Mourinho, and PSG are set to face one of the world's most outstanding goalkeepers.
He's our man mountain.
A giant of the game.
Thibaut Courtois.
I think it was maybe one of the hardest teams to get now for us in the draw. Last season Chelsea had a difficult 2 games with them in the quarterfinals, so I know it will be a hard game. But okay, we have a strong team and we have to be able to beat them, but we know we are up to a very big game.
Already a pivotal figure in the Chelsea team, the form of 22-year-old Courtois will be crucial as Chelsea look to reach the quarter-finals for the 4th time in 5 years. Originally signed by the Blues in 2011, the Belgian returned to the club in the summer, having spent 3 highly successful years on loan at Atletico Madrid, which culminated in a dramatic UEFA Champions League final against city rivals Real.
It's like a dream that comes true. To play a final like that, you know it's a far dream, but last season it came really close to win it, but to reach a final you have to be strong, very strong, and too bad we lost the final in the last minutes there, but okay, that's football. Hopefully now with Chelsea we can win it.
That disappointment has strengthened Courtois' resolve, and with Chelsea in this season's competition, he's continued to impress. For the youngest goalkeeper to represent Belgium, it's been a meteoric rise.
When I was 14, 15 years old, I couldn't dream that I would stand on this moment, playing in Chelsea, playing with Belgium on World Cups, winning that many trophies already. I'm very proud of it, but okay, that's already the past, and I have still a long way to go in my career. I'm just 22, so I can improve. And yeah, hopefully win more trophies and be important with Chelsea.
At the start of the season, Courtois was named as the club's #1, usurping Petr Cech, who'd held the position for a decade. Training alongside Cech has had huge benefits for Courtois.
And the level we are achieving in training is so high that you improve by just, if he makes a great save, you want to make a great save too. So I think we keep each other on a very high level, and that's really nice. If you play in a top team in the world and Europe, you know you have always a strong competition behind you. You need a big squad that you don't depend on 12 or 13 players. You have to depend on all the team, and if you have a strong team, then you know you can sometimes rotate and the team doesn't feel it, and that every player is important for the team.
In form domestically and unbeaten in the UEFA Champions League so far this season, Mourinho's squad are undoubtedly one of the competition's favourites. But the round of 16 first leg will be a tough assignment for Courtois and his teammates as they travel to the French capital to face PSG, who boast that formidable home record.
Yeah, I think we have a strong team. We play good football. Offensive, we are very strong, but there's so much big teams that can win the Champions League. So it's not easy, but I think we have a very good team, and that we are one of the favorites to win the Champions League.
On Wednesday, Schalke and Real Madrid will meet in the round of 16, for a second successive season. At this stage last year, Real prevailed 9-2 on aggregate. In the first leg in Gelsenkirchen, they became the first team to score 6 away goals in a UEFA Champions League knockout game. This season, the German side have had a turbulent campaign. After drawing the first 2 group stage games, coach Jens Keller was replaced by Roberto Di Matteo. The Italian got off to a winning start at home to Sporting, but also suffered a 5-0 home defeat against his former side, Chelsea. Qualification was only secured on matchday 6 with a 1-0 win against Maribor in Slovenia.
I think every player on the pitch needs to surpass himself, and we need a tiny bit of luck against an opponent like this. I think overall we've grown stronger as a team throughout the season. We have a different mentality now on the pitch, a different type of confidence to last season. Of course, Real Madrid are the favourites, but I think we have a chance.
Real Madrid have continued in the same vein as last season, sweeping all before them. The defending champions became only the 6th team in UEFA Champions League history to win all of their group stage games, securing qualification with 2 games to spare. And now Carlo Ancelotti's team are searching for a record-equalling 10th consecutive victory in this competition. But their captain is predicting a much tougher tie than last season.
It will be very difficult. The fact that we played them last year doesn't help us at all. If anything, it gives them an advantage. The atmosphere for the game in Germany will be very intense. They'll be aware that they have an opportunity to gain revenge.
Still to come, Basel and Porto prepare for their first ever meeting. And giants of world football Bayern are aiming to be kings of Europe once again.
This programme is sponsored by Heineken, UEFA Champions League sponsor.
Can I press the horn?
Join John Sargent as he romps around some of Britain's most beautiful canals.
So this is rusty water then?
It's rusty water, yeah.
Meeting all manner of folk.
Hello! The best way to travel is by canal.
Barging round Britain with John Sargent continues Friday at 8 on ITV.
Welcome to one of the harshest jungles on our planet. What I'm looking for is the person that most has the qualities of a survivor. Courage, determination, resourcefulness, positivity. These journeys ahead of you are going to be hard. If you can't learn fast in the wild, you die. I'm looking for the hero.
New to ITV, Bear Grylls Mission Survive. Starts Friday at 9.
George Hidalgi, you've been found guilty of some of the most depraved and bizarre crimes I've ever encountered.
Arthur Conan Doyle. George is innocent, and I mean to prove it.
I'm not sure that I might have found George Hidalgi guilty.
If you fall short, as you're about to do, you'll taint not only yourself, but the world's favourite consulting detective.
Based on the life of Arthur Conan Doyle, Arthur and George, this March on ITV.
We are FC Basel.
We are Porto.
We've never reached the UEFA Champions League quarter-finals.
We've already won the competition twice.
We want to write history.
We wish to make history again.
In the round of 16, FC Basel and FC Porto will meet for the first time, after taking very different routes to the knockout phase. After a heavy defeat to holders Real Madrid on match day 1, the Swiss champions only secured qualification with a match day 6 draw away to Liverpool.
It was a very tight group, and it was very close for second place. We knew from the start that Real Madrid would top the group, but we all thought we had a chance to qualify as runners-up. However, we showed too much respect to our opponents. On the whole, we're very proud of what we've been able to achieve on the European stage, and we're all looking forward to this round of 16.
For Porto, who topped their group and were undefeated, the defining moment of the group stage came on match day 2. Trailing by 2 goals to Shakhtar in Lviv with only minutes remaining, substitute Jackson Martinez scored twice to salvage a point.
I think that was a match that helped us to learn that you always have to believe you can fix things, even at the very last moment. That really helped us to approach the following matches in the right way.
Porto finished 5 points clear at the top of Group H, scoring 16 goals. Confidence is high going into their round of 16 tie.
The team has done well, performing bravely in every match. We were lucky enough to score plenty of goals. Now we have a new opponent ahead of us with numerous qualities, both individual and as a team. They're a side that has shown that they have undeniable qualities.
Basel have a coach who is ingrained in Portuguese footballing history. Former Benfica and Sporting midfielder Paulo Sousa.
If anyone knows Portuguese football, it has to be him, along with our coaching staff. They analyse every opponent in a lot of detail. It doesn't matter where they come from, but it's special to be facing a team from Portugal. I think it could be a real asset in this game that Paulo and his staff know Porto like the back of their hands.
Sousa's counterpart is a Spaniard charged with turning around the fortunes of a club that finished 13 points behind domestic champions Benfica. Julen Lopetegui has not been without his critics in his first season, but he has stayed true to his principles of possession football and boasts one of the youngest squads in the competition.
I think he's doing a great job. He is able to make tough decisions at the most difficult moments. It's not easy to guide a very young team to play so well, but we love to work hard, and we've quickly learned to understand what our coach expects from us.
Porto are no strangers to the UEFA Champions League knockout phase, featuring in 8 of the last 12 seasons. For FC Basel, they'll be hoping to banish the memories of their last round of 16 appearance, a 7-1 aggregate humbling by Bayern Munich in 2012.
We lost the return leg 7-0 in Munich, so I hope we'll be doing better than that. We were on cloud 9 when we won the first leg against Bayern, but then we were brought back down to earth, and it was a hard landing. It was a big blow. But we learned our lessons, and I think we're mentally tougher now because of it.
Basel must now show that development on the pitch when they face a Porto side with plenty of competition experience and who go into the tie as favourites.
I think it would be a mistake to underestimate our opponents. If they're in the round of 16, it means they deserve to be here. I think we'll only see who the favourites are after the match has started. I believe that in football, the present is far more important than what has happened in the past.
Porto are the clear favourites. We're aware of that. I'm certain that we stand a chance in the 2 games against them, but at the same time we have always struggled against Portuguese teams in the past. It will be very difficult. We're talking about the round of 16 in the Champions League. There are only good teams left. That's why we're looking forward to this encounter so much.
History will be written when the teams take to the field at Basel's San Jakob Park on the 18th of February. A first ever meeting between the two sides that will see the winner of the tie make significant progress.
It would generate huge excitement. Everyone involved at the club really wants us to reach the quarter-finals. What would it mean? It would mean joy. Great joy for everybody.
I have great ambitions, which may not be typically Swiss. But I said before the campaign started that I wanted to make it to the quarter-finals. It will be pretty difficult, but it's not impossible. So our objective is to reach that target, and then we'll see.
So Basel will host Porto on Wednesday, with Schalke taking on holders Real Madrid. On Tuesday, it's PSG against Chelsea, while Shakhtar Donetsk host Bayern Munich.
Mia San Mia reads the club motto. It carries with it a confident pride, a swagger, and that is evident in the current team. FC Bayern topped their UEFA Champions League group for the 5th consecutive season. And once again they are clear at the top of the Bundesliga. Such are the high standards at Bayern, though, that the quest for perfection continues.
It's a popular phrase here in Munich. It's also written on the club shirt. It means we are who we are. We have a great coach and so many champions in our side, but that isn't everything. The important thing is to work hard on all aspects of the game, to try and improve, so that maybe one day we can reach perfection.
It hasn't been an immaculate campaign for the German champions, however. They returned from their winter break a touch rusty and got caught cold against Wolfsburg, suffering defeat in the Bundesliga for the first time this season. That was followed by more drop points in their next game against Schalke.
We've experienced some difficulties since coming back from the winter break. I don't think we're perfect yet. Just as the coach said, there's always room for more hard work.
In their quest to defend their European crown last season, Bayern fell short at the semi-final stage, conceding 5 goals to Real Madrid without reply. Their rearguard wasn't a major concern, but defensive reinforcements still arrived last summer, in the shape of Spaniard Juan Bernat and Moroccan Mehdi Benatia. Both have impressed, increasing the belief that Bayern may just go one better this year.
I watched the games myself. They conceded from set plays and were a bit unlucky. But I think that this year Bayern are more or less like last year. There's quality and we can win it. I can't change the team myself, and I wouldn't even want to do that because the team is doing well. If I can help out, of course I'll be delighted to do so, because that's why I came here.
Benatia and his defensive partners will have to be at the top of their game for their round of 16 tie with Shakhtar Donetsk. The Ukrainian champions scored at will in Group H. Arena Lviv will be the setting for the first leg tie, and after their extended winter break, it will be the first competitive match Mircea Lucescu's side have played since facing Porto last December.
You can train well, play friendly matches, but competition is always competition, and the rhythm is different. That doesn't mean it'll be easy. I think it's positive that we've been back in action in our domestic league, because although tiredness will be a factor, like in all matches, we've had time to prepare ourselves, and we are match fit.
They're a team with dangerous players up front, decisive players. They have a lot of talent, so we have to watch out against them. But I think it's important that we focus on ourselves, that we know what we have to do, and I think we'll do these things well.
Bayern are favourites to progress, and the Bavarians will approach the tie focused on their own game. Mia San Mia, we are who we are, and Bayern fans expect their team to lay down a statement of intent.
Playing in Ukraine at this time of the year isn't easy, but we are Bayern, and we will try to win, both away and at home. We know that it will be tough, and we have lots of respect for our opponents. But if we're united, compact, and have enough desire to win, we can do it.
We now pay tribute to a former Bayern icon, Udo Lattek, the most successful Bundesliga coach of all time, who died on the 31st of January at the age of 80. In the first of 2 stints in Munich, Lattek won 5 trophies in just 4 seasons, most notably the 1974 European Cup success over Atletico Madrid. Another final appearance followed with Borussia Mönchengladbach in 1977, and it was with Gladbach that the German lifted the 1979 UEFA Cup. 3 years later, at Barcelona, Lattek would win the UEFA Cup Winners' Cup, becoming the first coach to secure all 3 continental trophies. In a coaching career that spanned 5 decades, Lattek would also lead Bayern to the 1987 European Cup final, as well as their 10th Bundesliga title, his 8th. No coach has won more. Udo Lattek will be truly missed.
Next week, a footballing icon, Real Madrid legend Iker Casillas. And Arsène Wenger looks ahead to a return to Monaco.
This programme was sponsored by Heineken and Gazprom, UEFA Champions League sponsors.
That the choices we make define who we are. You can't make things right, but you can make them better.
DCI Banks returns with a brand new series, coming soon to ITV.
Security at the store had to be ramped up in a worrying turn of events for Mr. Selfridge this weekend. If you missed more from the brand new series, it's there to catch up with any time you like with ITV Player.